Hi guys, it's Brian again with my dummy Lamont and Becky at the camera
Hey.
with another episode of Adaptive Descriptive Jujitsu. By the way, it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms. So today we're going to work on another submission from side control. We've already talked about Americanas, Kimuras, but now we're going to talk about a transition between them called the straight arm lock. So if I'm in regular side control, I got my knees to his torso spread apart so I can drop my hips down, and then my hands are on the opposite side of his torso, keeping the weight on his chest and or belly. So what he does as a defense, he's doing a good job right now. He's got both of his hands up, protecting his neck with his elbows to the mat. So in order to separate that, I need to create a kind of a threat, and eventually he's gonna open up and I can work something. But basically we're gonna assume he's opened up. So he's stretched out with the one arm, kind of like he's doing a scarecrow thing. His arms are straight out to his side. So with that, I'm going to pin his wrist down with my hand that's closest to his head. Wrist down and thumb up, because when his thumb is straight up, his elbow, that pointy part of your elbow, is facing the mat. And we want that to create our break. So, by the way, this is the joint lock, people. That's what I'm referring to as break. So be cautious with your training partner. And just approach this as slowly as possible. So, I'm holding down his wrist with the hand that's closest to his head, with the hand that's closest to his feet. I'm gonna fish under just above his elbow and connect with my forearm. I'm gonna create like a perpendicular angle to his arm with the arm that fished under his elbow, slightly above his angle, or above his elbow. Now, my fingers aren't really gripping my forearm. They're just gonna lay flat and they're gonna just press down, raising my wrist up to create the tap. So, again, I have one hand, I'm gonna do this with the other side. Got one hand cupping down his wrist with his thumb facing up. The other hand is gonna fish under just above his elbow, connecting, making a 90-degree angle with his arm, and laying my fingers flat on my forearm. All right, then I'm gonna press down with my fingers, raising my wrist up just enough to create the tap. All right, now there's two ways to approach a straight arm lock. That's number one. Number two, it creates more of a raised up angle, kind of like a V. I'll explain this the best I can. So with one hand, I'm holding down on his wrist. The other hand fishes under his arm just like before, but instead of connecting to my own forearm, I'm gonna reach up for my far side collar. Or if I don't have a gi on, I'm going to reach up for my far cross-side shoulder, creating more of an angle. His arm is raised up a little bit higher to begin with, so when I press down on his wrist, it's going to create more pressure and eventually break. So because I'm creating that V with my arm, it's basically breaking over my own elbow. One more time, I'm gonna show you with the other side. Same side arm, just different arm is holding down on his wrist. So I'm holding down on his wrist, fish under with the other arm, grab the cross-side collar or cross-side shoulder, just cupping and then pressing down with the hand on his wrist and creating the tap. So those are just two ways to finish the straight arm lock from side control. So let me know what you guys think. Hope this was helpful. Talk to you later.